Kuiper Belt Productions presents Kingdom by Phil McMurtry. Episode 2.
Hello, did you speak to me? What is it you want from me? I'm telling you I want you now to go. Whoa, listen, can you hear me now? Why are you tormenting me? I really am afraid of you to go.
The date is the 12th of August 2997 of the postmodern era. Robert Pine, a very wealthy entrepreneur, and his wife Kimberley are in the main bedroom of their mansion, which just happens to be situated in the leafy London suburb of Oxshott. Kimberley suffers from schizophrenia and she is presently lying on the bed recovering from a schizophrenic attack.
Kimberley. Kim. It's me, Rob. How are you feeling, poor thing? What point were you in Cleopatra's life? Tell me, your stories always interest me.
Where? Oh my, what happened? Did I have another attack?
Yes, Kimberley. You were gone under for much longer than usual. A few days.
Oh my goodness, a few days? Have I eaten? I don't feel hungry.
Yes, you have eaten a little, and you have had plenty to drink, so please don't fret, and tell me what happened.
It's exactly the way it happened in history. I lost Marc Anthony to suicide only a few days ago, and then I killed myself in my mausoleum. Wait, what is the date today?
It's the 12th of August, 2997. Why?
The 12th of August, you say? Max, can you please tell me, when did Cleopatra commit suicide?
Hello, Kim. Glad to hear that you're back. If you are referring to Cleopatra the 7th Cleopatra, then her death has been dated 12th of August, 30 BC. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Thank you, Max. That's all for the moment. Oh, it's all very strange, Robert. What will happen to me now? Where will I go now that Cleopatra is dead? What's next in store for me? Oh, I'm frightened. What if it's somewhere horrible next time? I love my double life as Cleopatra and my present self. I want to go back there. Now I can't.
Stay positive, darling. Is the alternative drug clozapine helping with the side effects?
I certainly don't feel as tired as I have been in the past, so I think it has been working well.
Do you remember the conversation that we had a few months ago about you believing that you are Cleopatra and wanting to go back to that era? Do you still believe that? People will think you are crazy, you know.
I don't care. It's too real to be a fantasy. Even the exact monthly days are aligned. It is fate, I'm sure of it. I know that the world will dismiss it as my schizophrenia, but I know better. Robert, I want to go back. I want to get my throne back. I want Caesarion II to grow up to be a strong and healthy man. Oh, he's such a sweet boy. I want Marc Anthony back. I want you back. You are him, I'm convinced.
Oh, Kimberley, how can you say such a thing when we are married? That hurts, you know, even if it is all fictional.
No, Robert, you are misunderstanding. You are Marc Anthony, but have been reincarnated as yourself today, 3,000 years later. Don't you see? It is not fictional. I'm really present there, believe me.
OK, for a moment, let's assume that you are right. Now show me some proof.
Call it coincidence, call it what you will, but there are many traits that are identical. He's rich, powerful, strong, and arrogant, just like you. And he has a birthmark on the back of his leg in a very distinct shape, which is identical to yours.
No, Kim, truth is, you have seen this mark on my leg in today's world, and your subconscious has just dreamt of it in your attack. That's the simple case.
No, I did some research, and he had a birthmark, Robert, right where yours is. OK, the history files from Max don't go into too much detail about the shape of the mark, but what is the probability of that being just a coincidence?
Probably quite high, I don't know. But what else then now that we're on the nutcase trail?
Marc Anthony has another distinct feature on his scalp. He showed it to me a while ago, but only discovered it by accident himself one day. There is a protrusion about 5 millimetres in the shape of the letter V. May I feel your scalp, Rob? Let's see if it's there.
What? No, you may not.
What? Are you scared of knowing the truth?
If it will end this nonsense here...
It was just about here. Oh my God! Robert, you have a V on your scalp.
What? You're certainly mistaken. Oh, my goodness. I do, you're right. OK, this is spooky. Have you been observing my scalp whilst I wasn't noticing or something?
No, definitely not. But this is my proof. You and I are not only reincarnated as Cleopatra and Marc Anthony, but we are married too. Don't you see it? We're getting a second chance, and the schizophrenia is an indicator to show us the way.
I honestly never knew that I had a bump up there in the shape of a V. God, I don't even know my own body.
Robert, listen to me. I want to go back, but this time in a time machine. I remember reading about a guy in the States who says that he has cracked it. Well, the theory, anyway.
A time machine? You've been reading too many science fiction books. Come on, get real.
You think I'm crazy? And maybe he's crazy too. But let's at least meet him. His name is Dr. Daniel Scott, PhD, a professor from MIT, who is known for his theories on time travel, quantum cosmology, and relativistic astrophysics.
What did you say? Quantum what in relation to who? Come on. This is all a pipe dream that some mad professors put together. Where's the proof of his theories? He's probably scamming someone right now. Flipping time machine? I've never heard so much drivel in my life.
Why don't we talk to him and find out more?
This is madness and all based on some very sketchy evidence. Don't you think we should all put this down to coincidence, Kimberley? Why don't I take you to Hawaii to our beautiful resort? This will all be forgotten in a couple of days. Is this happening because of the new medication?
Robert, pack your clothes and toothbrush. Get cracking.
What? On a commercial airline?
Of course not. Your private jet.
Robert and Kimberley duly cross the Atlantic Ocean in their private jet and have made their way to Pennsylvania State University, MIT, and the laboratory of Daniel Scott, who they are about to meet for the first time.
Hello. Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you. Shall we call you Dr. Scott? What would you prefer?
Well, this is truly an honour. Meeting the famous billionaire. Robert Pine and his beautiful wife. The pleasure is all mine. Please, just refer to me as Daniel. Now, to get down to business, what brings you two here all the way from London? The brief email tells me that Mrs. Pine has taken an interest in my time machine theories. Is that right? What have you learned from it? Anything? Nothing? Can I assist with any questions that both of you may have?
I have been reading on your theories for quite a while now. They are truly out of this world, like magical. Do you really believe that you can travel back in time?
We've already built a prototype machine, but it's very basic. We just lack the funding to push things forward, you know? Not that it's a hint or anything.
What do you mean by the word basic? How does it function?
Like I said, this is a specialized project, and it's only in its infancy. This time machine can transport a single atom from any time, like now or in the future, to when the time machine was first switched on.
So you're saying that this atom can't go further back in time than the moment the machine was first switched on? Is that correct?
Correct. Am I disappointing you? Like I said, we're only in the very early stages. However, with sufficient funding, we could really push things forward. We could then evolve the atom into a molecule, then into a cell, then larger. It could take 50 years at this rate, maybe even much longer. Who knows?
What funds would you need to accelerate the process, say, within 5 years?
5 years? We don't even have the technology to support that.
What if you develop that technology? How much?
I don't know. Let's see. A lot of money, I guess. Say 50 million per annum.
If I gave you 100 million dallions per annum, how long would it take?
Oh, my word. 100 mil. That's a lot of investment potential for a skunk project like this. But then it would take 3 years, just to play it safe. We could experiment with some of my Maverick-type theories, which I believe to be feasible. This would enable time travel of both non-living and living beings. Amazing, really.
Sold. I want to retain the patents and will effectively own the business. Do we have ourselves a deal?
An offer I'd be mad to refuse.
This is madness.
Madness? No, this is science. As a matter of curiosity, how far back in time do you want to go?
We'd like to go back to 30 BC, Egypt, Alexandria.
30 BC? Not a case of just wanting to be 21 years old again, then?
No, not exactly. We want to take care of some business.
Right. Okay. I wish I'd never asked.
Thank you, darling. Oh, you won't regret this. You're amazing.
Robert and Kimberley's private jet returns them safely home to Greater Britain and leafy Oxshott, where they can only wait and trust that Dr. Scott can deliver on his promises. But with the passage of the years and the increasingly realistic prospect of travelling back through time, their thoughts naturally turn once more to Cleopatra and Marc Anthony. After the defeat of Antony at the Battle of Actium, Octavian proclaims himself Emperor of Rome, taking for himself the name of Augustus, and it is now that Robert and Kimberley begin planning their revenge against Augustus.
The time machine has progressed rather well over the last few months. It's amazing to see what money can accomplish.
But what's our next plan? Let's say Daniel builds a machine and it is successful. Now, in that case, what will happen to us when we travel back through time? Will we automatically merge into Marc Anthony's and Cleopatra's bodies as they were in the BC years? Or will we just observe them as we do now? I am curious.
We don't want to upset the universe by causing time ripples or anything like that, or create any paradoxes. We should get advice from Daniel over that and dive into his theoretical calculations as a safety precaution.
So what's our plan?
We'll let Marc Anthony and Cleopatra take their own lives, just the way it happened in history, but we will create genetically superior human beings so formidable that Augustus's legions will fear them forever. Initially, we'll send these designer babies back in time to test if it's safe to go back in that period. We'll keep them undercover, and when the time is right, they will ambush Augustus's legions in Rome. We will thus have our revenge.
How many legionaries does Augustus have?
160,000 in all, maybe. We will have 1 million in our army. He will be annihilated.
1 million? Wouldn't it just be easier to rewrite time or use our modern weapons to defeat them? They could be wiped out in the blink of an eye.
But Robert, where's the fun in that? And hey, what about creating potential paradoxes if we just carry out mass slaughter? Remember, I love this period, and I want to live in it again rather than today's stale and mechanical world.
But 1 million, Kim? That's a lot of replications happening there in the test tube. I guess I could have a word with the CEO, Clive Parker, from GZT Laboratories in New Zealand. He would know a thing or two about how to achieve this scientific genetic target and replication harvesting process. But how on earth are you going to hide 1 million babies?
We will create them in Egypt in a high-security underground vault in the desert. No one will suspect a thing. Of course, we'll have to build the building first.
And how are we going to manage raising so many babies?
Like you said, these designer babies can be designed from the ground up. They will be harvested and grown in human pods until they hit 20 years of age. Their minds will be programmed as though they have experienced life to their fullest. But their designed accelerated metabolisms will grow 5 years equivalent for every year they spend in their pods. The whole growing process will just take around 4 years. They will have all different minds, personalities, eye colour, hair, posture. In other words, they will all be unique. Call it the fast-track route. What do you think about that, Robert?
This building must be large. More like a giant underground stadium. But my construction business can sort all this out. All affordable, though. A few billion pennons. All because Augustus needs to be brought to his knees.
Well, that's a given, an absolute given.
Cheeky girl. Big hands, little hands, all toes, no Rude boy, tinker, cowboy, cowgirl. Big brain, small brain, IQ 222. Smooth skin, rough skin, cute smile, nice face. No hair or hair, pretty face, nice.
Robert and Kimberley have realised that they must now raise 12 billion pennons to pay for their designer army and Daniel Scott's time machine. Rob, through his business enterprises encompassing computer hardware design, engineering, construction and manufacturing, has already accumulated 3.7 billion pennons. Then, as a promotional tactic, he decides he will try to buy the Formula One motor racing brand, and at the same time to become one of the Formula One drivers for a period of 7 years. Thus, later that year, Robert Pine and Albert Ecclestone XII are to be found discussing the purchase of the Formula One brand.
Good morning, Mr. Pine. How are you? I hope you had a pleasant journey to Bahrain.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Ecclestone. With the Sonic train, it just took under 45 minutes. But when the train hits Mach 5 in the vacuum tunnel, I always get a little nervous. It sort of puts me on edge.
Yeah, it's so fast, it looks as though you're travelling backwards, doesn't it?
Ah, the aliasing effect. Yes, I know it well. I find it helps if you don't look out the window whilst in the tunnel. Anyhow, I guess we should knuckle down to business. What do you say?
No problem. Now, look, we believe that Formula One is worth quite a sum. You would obviously have to keep the shareholders satisfied, and there are a fixed set of regulations put in place. This is, after all, a rather old sport originating from the 20th century. We've always tried keeping it original and raw. There's too much perfection in our modern world, and that's why the attraction lies in the imperfection.
Give me a quote, Albert. How much are you looking at?
Well, the board of directors put a value of 9.7 billion pennons on the Formula One brand. Is this an acceptable figure?
In all honesty, no. I've had a chat with my solicitor, and we have agreed that there has been a downturn in the popularity of the sport in the last 5 years. More and more people are moving over to space racing across the universe. The number of fans have dwindled from 850 million to a mere 290 million. Because of this, we believe that it is now worth 6,900 million pennons. What do you say?
Well, the board will never go for that, but you do have a strong point. Let's meet halfway, say 7,065 million pennons. Do we have ourselves a deal?
That's a little higher than what I was hoping for. But, oh, what the heck. It's a deal. What's a few million between friends?
Welcome aboard. Upon you signing this contract and transferring the money, you'll then be the proud new owner of the Formula One brand.
Thank you very much.
Over the following seasons, Rob's driving is exceptional, and coming to the last race of the season, he is neck and neck with 4 other drivers in the race to become Formula One World Champion. The competition is extremely aggressive, and just before the final race, Rob and his race engineer Don Talbot are talking tactics.
Rob, how you feeling about the race, mate?
Confident. Think I have it all memorised in my head. The car feels good, and I'm feeling fit. Guess I have a few nerves, though, with the finals and all that.
Oh, that's perfectly normal. Even the best of the best suffer with nerves, but I know you'll do it. I'll be watching.
Thanks, Don. Well, here goes nothing.
No, mate, here goes everything. Good luck, son.
The race does not start well for Rob, but then, bit by nail-biting bit, he begins to inch his way back towards the front.
Come on, Rob. Believe in yourself. You're the champ. I know you can win this race.
Just had a rather rubbish start after being in the pole position. We'll try and pick up some ground now.
That's my boy. Keep the pressure on. They'll eventually falter. You're picking up, Rob. Keep up the good work. Nice and easy, Rob. You're in third place now. You just keep on performing with these lap times and you could just do it. Only Marcus Levine and Gerard Bull in front now.
What's up, Dom? Is everything okay?
Gerard's just had a blowout, mate. He's limping to the left-hand side of the track. You're now in second place. Come on.
Damn. I can see Marcus now. He's faster on the bends, but I'm better on the straights.
Catch up with him.
Coming up to the last straight now. Just 2 car lengths away. Yes, I passed him, Don. I passed him.
Don't lose your cool, mate. Come on. Just a few more metres to go. 300. 2. 1. Jesus, he's catching it. Yes! You won, Rob. You won. You're the champ. I knew you'd do it, mate. There's an extra 500 million in the kitty. Not bad for a day's racing.
Rob's skill for business, his talent for sponsorship deals, and his astute strategic planning means that his business empire is now worth well over what his initial target figure was.
Rob, we have done it. You are now worth a staggering 14.7 billion pennons. Oh, you're amazing. You really are.
Thanks, beautiful. You're not so bad yourself. I guess we should start selling our assets now to accumulate our fortune.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, I hope Augustus rots in hell soon.
And so, in celebration of meeting his financial target, Rob organises a massive rock concert in New York, starring his and Kim's favourite musician Rupert Gilden, with one eye firmly on the revenue from a global hookup.
I absolutely love Rupert's music, Rob.
This is a classic instrumental. Short and sweet. What's it called again?
I think it's called Rock Prologue. Oh my god!
Brill!
Here it goes!
You have been listening to episode 2 of Kingdom by Phil McMurtry. Kimberley Pine was played by Rebecca Barraclough and Robert Pine by Michael Tanzer. Dr. Daniel Scott was Thomas Horton and the computer was played by Christopher Sheldrick. Albert Eccleston was Alistair Dunn and Don Talbot was played by Bob Finch. The narrator was Alec Newman. Studio production was by Phil McMurtry and the programme was directed by Robert Finch. This has been a Kuiper Belt production.